For the first time in Queensland, the horrific hidden toll of domestic violence has been revealed. A death review board has found victims of DV are far more likely to take their own life than be killed by a perpetrator. Rachel Riga has this exclusive report.
DV survivor Michelle Beattie says years of abuse had a crippling effect on her mental health.
I thought about suicide quite often. The fact that you've ended up in hospital, you have injuries.
But in Queensland, the terrible toll DV has had on suicide rates is only now coming to light.
We've got better processes for reviewing the deaths, and we're picking up now that link.
The Domestic and Family Violence Death Review Board's findings are grim. In 3 years, from 2015, 120 people, including victims, children and perpetrators, killed themselves. That compares to 71 homicide deaths in the same period. Among those to die by suicide were 5 children aged between 10 and 17. 2 women overdosed on prescription medication in women's shelters.
Why do I even bother with you?
In response, the state government has rolled out suicide risk training in women's shelters and domestic violence services across the state.
This is an area of really critical need.
Gold Coast outreach worker Kate Heron says it's helped her approach the subject with clients.
Actually asking people, are you thinking about suicide, and having the confidence to ask that question explicitly.
Almost 70% of the suicides occurred during separation.
Just because someone has moved on from that relationship or not living in that home anymore, that they're safe.
Now the CEO of a domestic violence support group, Miss Beattie, says more mental health assistance is needed.
A lot of these women are going in and getting 1 or 2 sessions of counselling, which isn't giving them the tools to work with to get around their situation and to move on.
It's also hoped domestic violence workers will become better equipped to identify those at risk. Rachel Riga, ABC News, Brisbane.
And if you or someone you know is experiencing distress, you can contact Beyond Blue or Lifeline.